Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful lady called Jomiloju. She's a very jovial and accommodating person. Jomiloju lives and works in the big city of Lagos, Nigeria. Everybody loves Jomiloju. She lights up every room she enters with a smile. One bright sunny day, Jomiloju returned home from work so tired, but she met a carefully wrapped gift at her doorstep. She picked it up, wondering who could have sent it. She entered into her house looking at the wrapped gift to see if it was addressed to anyone. There and then, she found a short note attached to it saying, "I hope you will like it." She opened it to find a bottle of perfume. She smiled, thinking it was a gift from a secret admirer or someone that knows her. So without thinking twice, she opened the perfume and gently sprayed it on her body. Immediately she perceived heat. It was as if she inhaled a mixture of petroleum and kerosene. It was highly toxic. Her eyes began watering, but she brushed it aside, thinking the fragrance was too much. She set the bottle of the perfume on her dressing table and decided to shower before going to bed, since she would be having a busy morning. In the morning, she woke up with a terrible smell in her room, and it felt so odd. She got up to freshen up and then she realized she was the one smelling. Why am I smelling this way? Did I poop on my body? She thought to herself. She entered the bedroom and started scrubbing all over her body until she felt sore, but still the smell lingered. On getting to her office, all her colleagues were complaining about the awful smell, whether it was dead rats or sewage. One of her friends, Omotayo, approached her, holding his nose. "Jomi, what happened? You were not like this yesterday." Embarrassed, Jomiloju carried her bag and ran home to bathe again. This time around, she spent an hour scrubbing and scrubbing, but still the smell lingered. She sat at home, crying and thinking about what could have happened to make her smell this way. Just then, her fiancé of over 3 years, Femi, decided to pay her a visit. As soon as he entered her apartment, he gasped. "Jomi, did a dozen of rats die in your house?" he asked. "Femi, I don't know what is going on." She moved closer to him. Move back," he said. "Why do you stink this much? This is worse than a corpse," he said, holding his nose. Jomi looked heartbroken. "I'm out of here," Femi said, and he left her alone with her problems. She then called her best friend, Busola. She narrated everything that happened to her and told her about the perfume, pointing at it. "I'm so sure this perfume is the root cause of all this." Busola took the perfume, went outside, and smashed it on the floor. It shattered on the floor, but the smell lingers. Entering the house, she said, "Jomi, now it is gone, together with all its curses and charms, so there's nothing to worry about." "What if it's not the perfume, but me?" Jamiloju said, crying. "Don't worry, Jomi. We will both see this to the end. I am here with you," she said, consoling her. That night, she slept in Jamiloju's house. They both couldn't sleep on time as Jamiloju cried and cried. At about 2 a.m., Jamiloju woke up to a faint sound of someone talking. She heard Busola on the phone with someone. "Thank you for such idea," It worked beyond my imagination, and I'm currently in her house consoling her. Gasping, Chonloju covered her mouth, surprised. She went to lie down on the bed to pretend she was still sleeping, her heart pounding. Busola looked at her on the bed, smiling. Jamiloju was thinking, why will Busola do this to me? What did I ever do to her? She thought, who was she talking to? And how many of them planned this? By morning, Busola hurriedly told her she has an urgent errand to run, and she stormed out. Sitting alone, she thought about everything she saw and heard, just as she heard a knock on her door. She opened the door, only to see Dimeji beaming with smile. Dimeji was one of her toasters in the past, but Jamiloju never saw him more than a friend. They haven't seen each other for 4 years, and Jamiloju was so surprised to see him standing at her doorstep at this time. Immediately he entered the house. He held his nose. Jum Jum, what's smelling? Do you have a corpse here? Who died? He asked jokingly. Immediately, Jamiloju began crying and narrated all that had happened to her in the last 3 weeks, including what she knew about Busola. Dimeji, I think Busola knows about this. I'm sure that she did something, she said. Dimeji frowned. But why will your best friend do a thing like this? Until you confirm it is true, I don't want you to jump to conclusions yet. In case you are wrong, it will affect your friendship with her. After some days, Jamiloju's situation became worse. Busola didn't come back to check on her, which confirmed Jamiloju's suspicion. She thought about how she broke the bottle of perfume without careful consultation, as if she was destroying evidence. She remembered what Busola once told her. Sometimes, if no bad things befall a person, you can't know who truly loves you. Immediately Busola said it, chills ran down Jamiloju's spine. Jamiloju could no longer hold herself. She invited Busola over and immediately she accused her of being the brain behind her predicament. You have been acting strangely. I can no longer pretend everything is fine, she said. Busola smiled. I don't know what you're talking about. What is it you don't understand? I overheard you the last time you were here, thanking the person that it worked, and you are with me consoling me. Jolminoju said angrily. What do you mean by that? And I always see you smirk whenever you think I'm not watching. What did I ever do to you to deserve this? I called you my best friend and you could watch me suffer. Busola looked at her dumbfoundedly. She smiled bitterly, then said, so after all we have been through together, so you could accuse me of this terrible thing when everybody left you in this horrible smell. Even your supposed boyfriend left you. I was still here with you, and this is what you will say to repay me? Busola said angrily. Staying with me doesn't mean you are innocent, Busola, Jemiloju countered her. Busola carried her bag and said, I won't be staying here to listen to all this rubbish you're spraying from your mouth. I'm out of here. She stormed out. And immediately, Dimeji came in as soon as she left and found Jamiloju where she sat down crying. I confronted her, Dimeji. She didn't deny it. She just stormed off, she said, crying. We will get to the bottom of this, Jum Jum. You're not alone in this, he consoled her. And for the next 4 weeks, Dimeji stayed by her side, visiting doctors, shamans, healers, and the rest. but there was still no cure. This weighed Jamiloju down as she cried her eyes out. Just then, Dimeji remembered a powerful prophet that he met on his way to work a fateful day. He called him immediately and he agreed to visit them the next day. As soon as he entered, he said, "My child, a curse has been placed on you by a very close and jealous friend. This person envies the way people love and admire you." Jomiloju said, raising her voice. "I knew it. I know who you're talking about. It's my best friend." "What is her name?" the prophet asked. "Her name is Busola." "I did not hear Busola. What I am hearing is Shikemi." "Who is Shikemi?" Dumbfounded, Jomiloju said. "She is my half sister. We both love each other." "No, I don't think it's Shikemi. Maybe it's not her own Shikemi, maybe someone else," she said, unbelievable. Then the prophet gave her a bottle of water. "Take this and drink from it." And immediately she drank it. She felt a burning sensation and fell down. Some minutes later, she felt better. She took a deep breath. "The smell is gone." Dimeji, Dimeji, thank you so much. The smell is gone." She hugged Dimeji as the prophet walked away. Jamiloju's life became normal, and after some months, Dimeji asked her to marry him, and she agreed. He invited her over to his house for dinner. On the third day, after eating dinner, Dimeji said, "Jum Jum, I'm coming. I want to quickly get something inside." "All right," she said. As she wanted to change the channel of the TV, the remote fell from her hand and went under the chair. As she bent down to take it, she found a piece of paper. She took it out and realized it was the receipt of the said perfume. Looking scared, she stood up and immediately Dimeji came in, saw the paper and was dumbfounded. "Dimeji, it's you all along. It's you that gave me the perfume," she asked him. "Jum Jum, I can explain. Don't you dare Jum Jum me. You destroyed my life. I lost my job. My best friend, even my sister, was falsely accused. And you have been by my side all this while. And it was you?" she screamed. "I didn't plan for it to go this far. I've asked you out for a long time, Jamiloju, but you friend-zoned me. I only wanted you to notice me by doing all I did. For years, I loved you, but you never considered me. It was a prophet that I called that gave me the perfume, and it was the remedy he gave you when he came to your house. I did all this because I love you, Jamiloju," he explained. "You were supposed to be my friend. I trusted you, but you broke me. You made me accuse Busola wrongly. And you even accused my sister. I don't want to ever set my eyes on you ever again in my life." And with that, she left his house. Some days later, she visited Busola to apologize for accusing her wrongly. And Busola in return told her that she was explaining what happened to her brother who was planning a proposal for his girlfriend. He was asking her why she couldn't come. So she told him that what happened to her friend was serious, but she has consoled her and she's sleeping. That was what you heard. Jamiloju moved on with her life, found a better job, reconnected with some old friends, and learnt the bitter lesson that some gifts are better left unopened. The heart of man is desperately wicked, and not all gifts come from a loving heart. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share to your loved ones if you've learned one thing or the other from my story. Till we meet again in my next video, stay tuned and remain blessed. Thank you.